Is there more belief now in Morocco?
I think the belief will grow as matches are won, but a Nigerian attack is going to be much stronger than this Cameroon attack, make no mistake about that. I think the two key players for me, for Cameroon, were Baleba and Boimo. Just didn't really get going. They didn't really link up. But if Nigeria get through, as I suspect they just might, that's going to offer a much tougher task to that back four, because Nigeria, I think, have got the best attack here so far. So that's going to be a very different challenge for them, I think. And again, I think they might need to change the game plan just a little bit and be a bit less defensive.
Yeah, it's been quite consistent, and I think if the opposition has been doing their research, they will make note of that. If they can find a way to silence El Kabi and Diaz, if they're going to be started in the next one, we never know, then I think that the Nigerian side can make it difficult for Moroccans, because if you look at the defense, Aguerd and Masiona have been starting in the past 2-3 games, and it's been the same back four since Hakimi came back. So if you see that and you know how to interpret it and work around it, if you have the likes of Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, the way that they've been doing things, you might not be able to silence them like they did with Boemo tonight. So I do think that something has to be done to kind of counter their opposition. I think Morocco has been working really well by keeping their own tactics and their own style of play. But further on into the competition, when you face an opposition like Nigeria that's coming with something a little bit less conventional than what we've seen in the tournament, you're going to have to switch things up a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, and I hope it can be Nigeria and Morocco in that one.
No, definitely good to see. There's been some comparisons here in France about Morocco playing a bit like France in 1998. There's a bit of a talk from the latest time, in the sense coming into here, and I guess an idea of the host nation not necessarily having to perform in the most incredible way to be able to get through. And that's Andreas, is something that you do see in tournaments, especially, of course, if we think of Ivory Coast last time, we were performing pretty disastrously at this point, getting through bit by bit. Morocco building, but being a home like the home nation, there's an advantage, but there's so much pressure, of course, that counts, and that surely comes into play.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember that 1998 tournament which I covered, and the French team were under huge pressure, and they were expected to win every game. I think Moroccan fans can be some of the best and worst in the world. You saw today, wonderful fans, but they just expect their team to win easily every match. It's just not realistic. Are they here to win a tournament, or are they here? This isn't a circus, they're here to win. And it was similar with France. To me, it's not a good comparison. Football is completely different from 98. France didn't set up in that way. They played more of a 4-3-1-2. They had Zidane, after all. That changed everything. So I think the only comparison is the fact that they're both playing at home. There's a strong French link with this Morocco side. A lot of the players come through the French youth system, and they're coached it as well. But I think the game really has developed, and the connection really is just that they're playing at home, and they're not the most expansive teams. France weren't in 98. They went on to win it.